Good morning, grade 10s. Give me those green check marks in Blackboard, you guys, so that I know you are ready to go and start today's class. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in ages here online, just because we've had the courthouse and all of that stuff, so I haven't seen you guys in a while. Fantastic, so awesome. Jesse, if you're there, give me those green check marks. Looks like we've got maybe a small group today, so hopefully some more people will be coming in as the minutes tick on here. I just wanted to do some quick, maybe little announcements before we actually get started today in class. So I just wanted to remind you guys, you know, we had Mark cut off last Friday for you guys for this term. So please make sure that you are checking your grades. Those of you that just messaged me over the weekend and stuff, I've just gotten a little bit of the marking done. I haven't gotten it all done yet. So by the end of the day today, all the marking will be updated, and basically everything up until today's assignment is going to be on your term 3 report card, all right? Which means up until rethinking waste. For this unit will be on your report card coming up, all right? So I think that is it for announcements for today for you guys. So again, just check your grades, all that stuff. And then let's get started. So we've been talking about our unit about everything is connected, right? We've gotten into environmental aspects and economic aspects and social aspects and cultural aspects around climate justice. So where we're heading today, you guys, is, you know, we can't talk about climate without talking about the LNG controversy that's going on here in Canada, and even more specifically here in BC. You know, with the provincial election coming next month, this is actually a big platform that a lot of the candidates are running on around their economic policies. So I thought I need to at least introduce you guys to this concept, and you know, hopefully you can dig a little bit deeper into why this controversy is so controversial in the first place. So I entitled this lesson, you guys, Fracking Town Hall, and that will make more sense as we go throughout the lesson today, because we're actually going to do a little bit of a scenario, put ourselves into other people's shoes kind of scenario, and do a little bit of an assignment around that. All right, so just like every other day, every other lesson, you guys, I've got an introduction for us to do, quick little activate our brain around the concept on the topic of what we're doing today. Then we're going to acquire the knowledge, so we're going to learn from each other. We're going to do a little bit of a jot thought. Excuse me, sorry guys, I've got a bit of a cough today too. And then we're going to apply the knowledge. So we're going to take what we've learned and take our prior knowledge and apply it to an actual scenario. And we'll go over the assessment, and then I've got a quick little reflection for you as well. All right. So our learning targets today are quite extensive. We're going to play it by ear, you guys. I don't know if we actually even will get through everything today. We might not. I might have to, you know, take another day so that we can truly get through and dig deeper into this topic. All right. But here's essentially your learning targets for this lesson. That you can understand the basic processes and issues that are associated with fracking, that you can understand the connections between fracking and the proposed LNG development, okay? That you can identify and reflect on the various stakeholders involved in fracking operations in BC and their respective viewpoints. Okay, that's where I talked about we're gonna kind of step into somebody else's shoes. And then I can consider whether or not they would vote to approve a fracking operation in their community. All right, so we're going to kind of create a scenario. We're in a fictitious community, and we're each going to take a role play as a different stakeholder. and see what they feel about LNG and the fracking operation. All right. So before we actually get into our quick little introduction, you guys, because I don't know what your prior knowledge is around LNG, natural gas, okay, liquefied natural gas, and the process of fracking, how it comes about. So today's lesson, you guys, there's going to be a lot of information thrown at you as well. So just be aware of that, because you guys know me. I'm not a big, I don't like to do a lot of talking. I like you guys getting to do the learning. But with this, I felt like you needed a lot of background knowledge to kind of get you started and get you going with the process, right? So to begin, you guys, I wanted to, and again, all of this information, you guys, too, is in the assignment today in Moodle, right? Fracking Town Hall. So if you want to read along or, get a better look at the images or the infographics that I'm going to be showing you guys, it's all in the assignment, all right? But one of the top economic priorities in BC, okay, is to launch this new liquefied natural gas industry, LNG. And this requires doubling to tripling our production of natural gas in BC's northeastern corridor. Okay, so that's actually where I used to live, right? So in that whole region of northeastern BC, so we're looking at like Fort Nelson, Dawson Creek, Fort St. John, up in that region. Okay, that's where we're talking about. Okay, so building pipelines to the coast, right? You'll probably hear a lot about the Keystone Pipeline and stuff like that. Those big projects that you hear politicians talking about have to do with this LNG, okay? So they build these pipelines to the coast, and they have to then build new terminals on the coastline to super cool the gas to liquid form. And then they build on the coastline these shipping areas, right? So our biggest market right now would be to Asia, but you also got to think too, another big market is down in the US. So, and it's, the hope is that it's going to build jobs, right? And all that stuff, and open up our economic prospects around the world. So sourcing natural gas, though, through hydraulic fracturing, that's where the term fracking comes in. That's what fracking means. It's hydraulic fracturing, is an extraction method that has become very controversial around the world, okay? And the main concerns are environmental, okay? Those are the big concerns around fracking, because they produce small earthquakes. It can produce water contamination. It contributes to air pollution and the contribution to the emissions to climate change, okay? Now, some jurisdictions, some areas in Canada, in BC, even down in the States, have banned the practice of hydraulic fracturing, okay? And then others are seeking to reap the benefits, right, from this, because of the potential economic gains that LNG has, all right? So that's the quick little introduction to fracking and LNG. So here's now what I want to talk about, and we're going to do a quick think, pair, share. And like I said, hopefully that got you guys thinking about the LNG controversy, and maybe you've heard about it in the news, that sort of thing. So I want to do a quick little think, pair, share, just so I can see where your background knowledge is. What's your prior knowledge to this whole issue? All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to quickly pair up. I want you guys to think about, what do you know or what have you heard about fracking or LNG, okay? About the whole process, or what have you heard or read in the news around that, okay? So really quickly, we're just going to take 2 minutes and we're going to share, okay? So if everybody can raise their hands, please, and we'll get a good mix and for today's lesson. And then please remember your partner as well so that we don't have to keep doing the same thing. All right, so make sure you raise your hand, please. I'll give you 10 more seconds to do that. Eric, Jesse, Costin, make sure you raise your hands, please. Awesome. All right, so here we go. Let's partner up. So Kyla and Connor, can you guys partner up for today? Kaylin and Josh B, and then Josh L and Jesse. You guys can partner up, and Eric and Costin, if you are in the room, fantastic, you guys can partner up. So let's just take 2 minutes. What do you already know about fracking or the LNG controversy that's happening? All right, go ahead and get started, you guys. Awesome. Okay, so I'm just watching your guys' chat, and hi Jonah, I know that you're in the live chat or the live classroom, but that your Blackboard isn't working. We got your message. So that should be fine, Jonah. Just be aware that you won't be able to interact as much today. So you might just have to watch and just go along with what you can. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, let me bring up, because this is why I do this sort of thing, because I'm always wondering what you guys have always, what right? Your prior knowledge, and just watching you guys chat, okay? A lot of you guys are actually on the same page. So don't be as scared to actually type into the room chat here today, you guys, about what your knowledge is. So let's take 30 seconds, you guys, and into the room chat in Blackboard, into the room chat, what do you know? What did you share with your partner? Okay, just so this is a really good chance to you guys to let Jonah in on the conversation as well, to see where everybody's at. And hopefully I brought up the right chat here. Yeah, perfect. Good, thanks, Connor. Yeah, Jesse, that's okay, and that's what I noticed when you guys were chatting. But it's funny, almost everyone kind of said the same thing. Like heard about it, but don't know a lot about it. And that's really good, because that's kind of where Yeah, so Kyla, that's the basic. Yep, and Connor, that's right as well, right? Absolutely. So it does. It pollutes groundwater. Okay, it has the potential to pollute groundwater. Okay, and exactly, Kyla, that is like the most simplistic explanation of fracking, and it's perfect. Yeah, absolutely. So, and I'm glad you guys shared that because then now I know, and I actually was on the right track then with my lesson, that you really had no idea about this at all. The process around fracking, what that actually means, and then the whole controversy around extracting LNG and how that can be beneficial to a community and how it can also be detrimental. All right? And that's really what we're going to explore today. All right? And well, and potentially further down the line if need be. All right, so now I have a little video that is going to hopefully explain in easy, simplistic terms what fracking is and how that natural gas is accessed and how we use it. So if you guys head to the assignment, okay, and I'll just bring that up really quickly. So if you guys open that up and scroll down, here we go. This is the little introductory video that I want you guys to watch. All right, and of course I don't remember how long it is. Oh, just over 5 minutes. So I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes, okay? Once you're done watching the video, come on back, give me a green check mark, all right? And then we'll move on to acquiring the knowledge and we'll go a little bit deeper into the controversy, all right? So take 5 minutes and learn about fracking. Go. give you a couple more seconds, you guys, but remember to give me a green check mark once you are done watching the video. Perfect. Thanks, Kyla. Good, you guys. And like I said, hopefully this kind of gives you a little bit more of an introduction to the process and how it works. And you can kind of see, start to see this evolution of why it would be a controversy, right? Environmentally, economically, right? Socially, okay? So, let me grab some water here, you guys. Perfect. All right. So, once you've watched the video, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Now what I want you guys to do is we are going to, and again, you guys, I know this graphic, this is basically now just an infograph of what the video explained to you guys, okay? So now it just shows it in a pictorial format, all right? So exactly what you guys just watched in the video, this is now what you see, okay? And I put this in the assignment as well so that you can refer back to it if need be, all right? Now, okay, so I want you to keep this question in the back of your head because now we're gonna go a little bit deeper, okay? So think about this question. Knowing that natural gas production in BC involves fracking, that is the standard, okay? Why might increasing that production, though, be problematic? Okay, that's the question that I want you to start thinking about. Then what we're going to do is I'm going to split you guys up, and because we only have, you know, a few students here today, I think I'm only going to put you into maybe 2 breakout rooms. Okay, so that we get a larger group of kids in each breakout room so you guys can bounce ideas off of each other. And I want you to use the following subtitles to help guide your thinking. So on your whiteboard, when you get into your breakout room, if one student of you guys can kind of make these cluster groups, the environment, the culture, and economy, okay? And I want you to think about that question and kind of answer it through that lens of environment, culture, and economy, okay? Why might increasing fracking production be problematic here in BC? Now, this isn't just off the top of your head either, okay? I want you guys to use some research skills that we've been, you know, we've gone over before, right? Use some searching skills on the internet and maybe try to expand your knowledge around these 3 subtitles, all right? So that you can get a really good visual of why is it problematic, okay? Make sure you're questioning what viewpoint your research comes from, okay? Try to get both sides of the argument, okay? Who would be involved in these arguments? Start thinking about that, right? Those sort of things. Think about that as a group, okay? So that's what I'm going to do, and I think I'm going to give you about half an hour to work on this, all right? So you've got about 30 minutes and start jotting down ideas. That's what I meant in the agenda when I said jot thoughts. You're jotting down your thoughts on your whiteboard. So number 1, I've got to give you guys whiteboard privilege, okay? And number 2, I am going to create the breakout rooms for you guys. And I'm just going to automatically send you guys, I'm just going to make it random. Okay, so I'm going to create 2 breakout rooms for today. And done. So I've given you guys whiteboard privilege. You should easily now be able to, sorry, I'm just going to remove myself. There we go. All right. So go ahead, you guys, get started on that. You should be able to have access to the whiteboard now. put up your 3 subtitles, start doing some research, work together, okay? And then I will be putting this into the assignment for you guys to reference back to as well. All right? So go ahead and get started, you guys.